Hi, today I want to go over the things I look for when I go to sales. I look for items at garage sales, yard sales, flea markets, auctions, Goodwill, Salvation Army, The Crossing. I even like going to the clearance sections at Hobby Lobby. Occasionally I'll find some at other stores. The best place to buy mixed paints, mismixed paints is Home Depot in my area. Used to be Menards had trim work on clearance, so if they were discontinuing a spot or they had one that had a blemish and they've moved their departments around, I haven't been able to find it. But anyhow, I'm going to go over some items. I'm going to put the camera down so I can show them to you as I go through. When I go to sales, I look for items that I might be able to use in a project. I found this one at a tag sale. I think it's probably off of a lamp or something, but it's very detailed, and I thought it would be pretty maybe in front, behind a doorknob or something. It's very intricate. Pieces of old trim work off of other projects that may have been damaged. This one needs repaired, but I might be able to use that on something to dress it up. Don't always look at things as they are. Think of outside the box. This is to put plants in and hang up, but I got two of them. I think I spent $2 on one and one on another at different locations, but I thought it would be really neat to hang on the wall, maybe with a light in it. Items like this, you can take the top part off and the little attachments and maybe inset it into a door. I thought about this in the same manner, only it's bigger. Might be able to cut out like a frame and set it in and use it as a shelf, like a bottom shelf. This too would work. Let's see if I can get it so the light's not on it. This too would work for a tabletop. This bottom piece is to be used on the wall, but if you use some cleats, you could put a glass on it and make it a top for a small table. The only thing is this is out of a picture frame and it's not tempered glass, so I would definitely put it someplace where it can't get broke and somebody get hurt on it. These may be used for the same thing I'm thinking about. You could put a light in them and then make like wall sconces. This again is off of a light, and I've got an idea for this project. And I'm just using that part of the light. I got rid of the rest of it because I didn't like it. But that might maybe in an upcoming video. Again, more electrical things. I bought several of these little wire racks for like $1.25. And if you can see on the back, it looks like it hung on something. But if I take a grinder to that little tab, I can put it on either wood or something and make little shelves out of it. Needs cleaned up, but a small knob for a cabinet. Attachments are very expensive. I got this one for $1. I know the last one I bought, it's actually a slide like to hold a door in place if you got French doors, but I think they were like $4 or $5 a piece. So when I find them on clearance, I buy them. These came from a flea market and I got them for $1 a piece, so I jumped on that. This is just a caster. They're like $5 a piece at Harbor Freight. Only got one, but it was only $1. So if I find one that matches the same size, that's real cheap. I mean, I got one for almost free. I love using shutters as doors because you don't have to do anything. I mean, they're already there. You can either leave them as is, paint them. I have used them and glued from the back side the shutter pieces shut to use them. You could, as you've seen in another video, I have removed these. They're put in with a little pin which leaves a hole, and you can take joint compound and fill the hole in, and then just you'll have an empty spot. And then another idea is, this is for, I believe it's for gutters. Keep the leaves out of them. You could cut those louvers out and attach this on the backside with a staple gun, and I think it would make a really cute door once it's painted up on an object. This is another piece I've had. I don't know if I can get the whole thing in. I'm sure it was off of a table, but it's turned, and I haven't decided what I've had this for quite a while, and I have not thought of a project for it. I could make a bigger base, make a small round table, and use it to hold plants or just jazz up stuff. Anyhow, as long as something's solid or can be fixed, it's not beyond repair, it's a good idea. Now on other projects, like this was on clearance at Hobby Lobby, it's little beads. It can be used for a project. Anytime I find something on clearance that I may be able to use and it's really cheap, I buy it. Such as these tassels. They were $1.72 a piece, and I think they were, no, it says they were $8. $8 originally. I don't have any use for them right now, but I'm thinking there's a project in the future I maybe use them for. Use them for curtain tie backs or something. I just haven't decided. Another thing I buy or save is lace. It can be attached to make dress up pillowcases or clothing, bedding, curtains. I also buy yarn when it's on sale. This was 49 cents, and many times it's gotten so expensive, it's like $4 to $5. And even though like these two match, sometimes I don't get yarns that match, but I just put them back because inevitably I find more yarn that matches it that I can add to it at a later time. Anyhow, have a happy new year and see you next week. Remember to like, subscribe, and share.